Greetings to the Mixing Mondays podcast. Today I'm going to briefly go over 3 mistakes that I made as a mix engineer. Hopefully I can get this information out to y'all before you make the same mistakes that I did. So when I started engineering about 6 years ago, I didn't really have any videos or any guides to watch on. All I really had was probably Pensado's Place and a few YouTube videos out there briefly going over recording and mixing. Right around when COVID happened, that's when people were starting to do live streams. More Q&As are being put out. So when I first started, I made a fuck ton of mistakes. When the artist is in the room and you're recording them, you got to really have the ability to read the room. To some extent, you also have to read the artist's mind. Around the beginning of my career, one artist came by and I was pretty fucking nervous. This was an artist that already had some songs out. The standard was already set, so I had pressure that I had to somehow beat or match that standard. When they came in and I had set up all the recording tracks, got my vocal chain ready, I actually asked the artist, I was like,
yo, does this sound good to you?
And that is where I fucked up. As an engineer, even if you are not confident in the scenario, I recommend just looking as confident as possible. The moment you're like,
yo, does this sound good? How's this auto-tune setting? Do we need a little bit more compression and punch on the vocals?
The moment you start asking all this bullshit, they are no longer going to have confidence in you as an engineer. Immediately as an artist walks into your studio, you want them to feel like they can trust you. You want them to walk in the booth, automatically hop on the mic, and for things to sound good with no questions asked. The moment you start planting these little seeds in the artist's head that are like,
maybe the vocals do need to be turned up. Maybe this is too much auto-tune.
They're no longer going to be immersed into the song to then achieve a perfect take. And instead, they're going to be thinking of all that background knowledge, end up fucking up more. And if you're going to have that conversation with the artist, you should probably ask them before you start recording the song. Say an artist comes in with like Lil Uzi type beats and he's fucking telling you, my imagination for this song is really spacey and alien-like. Spacey and alien-like. Let me fuck around with reverb, delay throws, and flangers. Now you have that sound locked in to the point now that the artist is like,
this is exactly the sound that I'm looking for.
Before they even hop in the booth. Now let's hop into mistake number 2, which is being slow. When you're recording an artist and say you're doing line for line and you're taking forever to get that one line and drag it down from the record track and play it out, the artist is going to completely get sucked out of the recording environment and they're going to wonder why you're taking so fucking long. As soon as you get a line done, boom, drag it down, play it back, get ready to punch the next one. And almost instantly. This comes with also reading an artist. You kind of have to feel like,
okay, this was a good take. Let me keep this.
When you stop the playback and then wait for the artist to either respond
to keep it
or for you to be like,
maybe we should redo this,
that is taking too much time. As they're recording and they're putting the line down, you should already have an instinct of maybe I should keep this line or let's automatically redo it. When I hear an artist fuck up in the middle of the take, I'll instantly run him back without even saying anything or asking anything because I automatically knew we fucked that take up. On top of that, you should have already memorized all the hotkeys. If you're a listener and you're an engineer on my channel, this is going to be our little community thing. I don't care if you've been using the quick tool for however long, use the hotkeys instead. Let this be the one thing that all of us do and are hella good at, because that is something that I personally take a lot of pride in being quick as possible when it comes to recording and mixing. If you continue to use the quick tool, I'm not going to judge you, but I will say that I will 100 million times be faster than you. Me and everybody on my channel that is using the fucking hotkeys, we're all going to be faster than you no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're fast as fuck on the quick tool. Guarantee you, line for line, I will be faster than you. I will probably do a video on that in the future. But other than that, let's move on a little bit. You got to keep in mind that the artist does not have a keyboard, does not have any of this shit in front of you. They're just going off of how they think. And if they think really fast, you got to be on that same type of timing. As they're recording that bar, they're probably thinking of the next bar that they want to say. So you got to be ready, drag that one bar down, boom, get ready to record. He just hit the next line.
Does it sound good? Yes.
Drag it down. Boom, we're on to the next line. I've even had times too where I wasn't even slow. It was the computer that was fucking slow and the computer was lagging and shit and it wouldn't let me fucking do shit hella quickly. Make sure your computer is running at optimal fucking speed. There was one time it was summer and it was just hot as fuck in my studio and my AC, it wasn't this nice ass mini split that I have now. It was like a small ass AC that wasn't cooling the whole studio properly. And I could you not, I had to set the buffer size really fucking slow, like 512 or some shit. The artist could hear themselves back in the headphones delayed. On top of my computer was fucking lagging. So every time I would play the song out, 10 seconds of the song would go by and then I would get this stupid ass CPU error. And then boom, we would either have to redo the take or, you know, thug it out. The last mistake number 3. Let's take a bowl rip before this one. All right, cheers, yo. Mistake number 3 is not being organized. If you have multiple clients, for one, you should be telling them to bring in a hard drive to the studio. But if not, you should be keeping at least a hard drive for that year or that month, however big your hard drive and however many clients you're working with, and keep a backup. Make sure that the folders are labeled by the artist and the date of that recording session. And inside that folder, there should be his songs with the Pro Tools session all laid out perfectly with the artist name, the date, and the song title. If an artist comes in and asks,
hey man, can I redo this one song?
all I got to do is ask, what's the name of the song? Or when did we record it? Then boom, instantly I can see the folder. Oh, here it is, boop, boop. And I can open the whole fucking session. On top of that, organization when it comes to recording your tracks. So inside of Pro Tools, you want to make sure when you're drag and dropping your tracks down, that you're not spending hella long. So when an artist is like,
Yeah, that third bar in the verse, I need to redo that.
you could easily be like, oh shit, all right, bet, boom. Start it immediately and we're already at, say, the second bar, ready to punch in the third. You don't want to spend hella time figuring out.
Where's the aux for the fucking lead vocals?
You want to make sure your tracks are color coded so that way you don't even really have to read anything. Like for me, I know my auxes are going to be in pink because the moment your mind goes into search mode, you're no longer in mixing mode. So you want to do everything possible for you to be sucked into the environment without thinking,
Where the fuck did I put all my delay throws? Where the fuck did I put, all these auxes?
whatever you're thinking, you're automatically doing it in Pro Tools. Pro Tools is an extension of your mind. One last thing before you and I send off. If you have a mix or mixes you want me to review and you want to end up on a future episode on my YouTube channel, send me a mix at my email at jacinto@gmail.com and title the subject mix review. If I can get at least 4 or 5 more if possible, that would be amazing. I know I'm late as fuck again. I'm gonna try to build y'all's trust again. I'm gonna release this every single Monday, 9 a.m. sharp. And you can count on me for that. So that way you guys are able to wake up
And listen to this while you're fucking taking a shit, fucking brushing your teeth, doing the dishes, eating some food, driving to work, blah, 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 so on and so forth.
So subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for watching. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.